gang, and welcome back to my channel. This is Beth from Style at a Certain Age. And if this is your first time visiting, welcome. I'm very happy to have you here. I film twice a week. Sunday is always about style, and Thursday, actually it's Friday if you're paying attention, but it's really just kind of a mashup of what's going on in my life. And I have two very exciting announcements to make, which explains why we're one day late with our video. But I just wanted to share with you that we hit 10,000 subscribers this week, and I am really over the moon with that. And I just thank each and every one of you for hitting that subscription button and for tuning in week after week. I just shared over on Instagram last week for Thanksgiving that I'm still a little in awe of everyone taking time from their busy schedule to stop by and leave a comment and to watch. So thank you from the bottom of my heart with that. So that's the first big announcement. And the second one, and why we're late with our video, is we finally upgraded our camera equipment. Hooray! So many of you have written in and left comments that you love the channel, but the audio was off or the video was off or something just wasn't quite there. So Mr. Style has been researching the best camera to purchase, and the mic, and all the little extras, the tripod and whatever else. So we have a early Christmas gift, and so I hope you are going to like the audio and the video. So let me know in the comments if you do. So two big announcements, and as I said, that's why I was late. We were trying to figure things out yesterday. We had everything figured out, but not the mic. So, but it looks like we're all systems go. So I'm pretty excited for 2018. So I will just take a moment and just do a very short video, and I just thought it might be kind of interesting. I get so many questions asked over on the blog, certain questions over and over again. So I'm just gonna have like a little fun Q&A with you, and then I'll see you on Sunday when we'll be doing another style segment, because that really is the very favorite. Okay. So I'll just start off with just all the basics. So my name, so it's Beth Jalali. Everyone's always interested in how to pronounce my last name. If you see it spelled, it's D-J-A-L-A-L-I. So there's two consonants at the very beginning. I swear my mother, I used to tease her all the time, didn't know how to pronounce my name for years, but it's Jalali, the D is silent. So here's a little tip. If you ever see a name with two consonants, one is always silent, okay? So Beth Jalali, I'm 59 years old, and so this is my swan song to my 50s, because I'm going to be marching into my 60s next year, which is actually pretty exciting. I live in Athens, Georgia with my husband of 34 years and our two photo bombers. Many of you have already seen Oscar, our German Shepherd, and Ollie, our new Maine Coon cat, or Maine Coon kitten. She's only 3 months old, so they like to pay visits to the sets now and then. We have three boys. They're actually young men now, so 33 to 26 is the range, and I have one that lives in San Francisco, California, one that lives in New York City, New York, and then one that lives here in Georgia. So one that's kind of close by, and two that we try and see as much as possible. They're all coming for Christmas, so I'm very excited about that. Where is my, I won't get to that yet. So how tall am I? I'm almost 5'8". I haven't started to shrink yet. I'm sure that's going to happen any year now. They say that your stature starts to diminish, but right now I'm still holding it close to 5'8". What size do I wear? Size 8 in most brands. Sometimes I have to size up to a size 10. Every once in a while I'm lucky enough to size down to a 6. But since I hit my 50s, I have been a size 8, roughly in there. I kind of keep my weight fairly steady since I did hit the big 5'0". As we know, every decade has its challenges as far as, our weight and our figure and our skin and all that. But so far, I am perfectly fine with aging. I do go work out regularly, and everyone asks what my exercise regime is. I go to Orange Theory several times a week, and why I love that is because I actually go off. It kind of gives me a break because I work here at home with the blog, so it gives me a break from that. And plus, I place my workout in somebody else's hands, so they kick my fanny on a regular basis, and then I can't slack off. So that's why I like it. I also like to get, some yoga in, Pilates, the Pilates reformer, love that. So that's my exercise regime. What else? Oh, my favorite color is pink. And many of you who follow along with me on the blog know that. I love pink, and one of the reasons is because there's such an array of hues, from a shocking pink all the way down to the blush pink. And it also looks really good with my fair skin tone, so definitely pink. What is my favorite food to eat? Well, I grew up in the Midwest, so actually I can answer two questions. So I grew up in the Midwest in Omaha, Nebraska. I actually was born in Iowa, went to university at University of Iowa, so I'm an Iowa Hawkeye, go Hawks. But growing up in Omaha, especially back in the day when you were still allowed to smoke in the restaurants, there's a string of steakhouses along 72nd Street, and just a very kind of cool, vibe with, Frank Sinatra, and as I said, smoke, filled the room, and waiters that had just impeccable service. And I think until the day I die, I will love a juicy T-bone steak served with a baked potato and all the fixings. So that definitely goes back to my heritage. Some of you have asked or are aware that we lived overseas for many years with my husband's career, and so I'm frequently asked where my favorite city or country was to live. And I think hands down it was the most interesting experience was living in Vietnam. We moved there about 2003, 2004-ish, and we're there until like 2007. And what I loved about it is it was a country that was on the move. It was an emerging market, and things just changed every day at a very rapid pace. It had an amazing restaurant scene because the French had been there, so they had definitely impacted the cuisine with the French cuisine. But then you had the Asian pho. I love pho to this day. I didn't like it at first, but I really grew to love a good bowl of pho. Beautiful, beautiful beaches, pristine beaches all up and down the coast. And it was a very diverse culture as well, so that the northern part of Vietnam with Hanoi is very different from the southern part, Ho Chi Minh, where we lived, and then everything in between. So you really get a broad spectrum of a culture and a country, a lot of differences there. So I love that. And then just plus, way back then, it was just darn fun to try and cross the street because there were no traffic lights, no traffic signs. So it was just this, this constant, just craziness, mishmash. And I can remember when we first moved there thinking, I will never, ever be able to go anywhere because I won't be able to cross the street. But once you just have to kind of just, throw yourself in there. And once you do, you realize that nobody really wants to hit you. So you just kind of dodge and weave. And so that was kind of interesting. So that's my favorite place to live. Outside of, actually, I have to say, Georgia. We live in Georgia now, and I absolutely love Georgia. Amazing state and lots of history because this is where our country was founded. So, and I'm a history buff. You'll see that. I try and bring that into the videos from time to time. But Georgia's just a great place to live, and it's Christmas time. And as you can see, I'm dressed in my Christmas outfit, puffer vest and cashmere sweater. But there is no snow outside, and it's going to be about 65 degrees today. So that's the perfect Christmas winter season for me. What else did I want to share with you or was asked? Oh, aging. So I'll just finish it up with this. My thoughts on aging, since I am 59 and 60, and a lot of people ask me about cosmetic surgery. What are my thoughts about that? So I'll just give you just kind of a brief overview. As I mentioned, I'm very comfortable with aging. I think every day is such a blessing and it's a privilege to have. And when you do reach a certain age, you see how precious life truly is, and loved ones and friends can be taken from us in a moment. So I try to embrace each and every day because of that. As far as cosmetic surgery, I'm very neutral on that subject. I'm neither for or against it. I think it's wonderful that we have choices out there. And I think that we have it as far as our hair color and as far as the clothes that we choose to wear at any age. So I'm definitely in the camp where if it makes you feel good to dye your hair, or if you choose to have a gray as myself, you have to make that decision for yourself and empower yourself to feel the very best that you can, because that is the one thing that is so important at any age. Oh, here's a photo bomber. And that is to feel confident when you walk outside the door. So I will also share when it comes to cosmetic surgery, if it's Botox, if you want, because I have these, very deep 11s right here, my crow's feet. If it makes you feel confident, if you feel really good about that, then I say go ahead and, do whatever procedures that you want to. I personally, right now, am very okay with aging. I was 40 at one point and I love being 40, but I don't want to look 40 anymore. I want to look my age. I want to look as obviously as the best that I can, but I also want to look my age. I don't really understand why, what it is that we have to chase the fountain of youth. 30, as I said, 40 was great, 30 was great, 20 is great, loved all those ages, but I love 59 just as much. Well, here's another photo bomber. I have both of them in I don't know if you can see them or not, but every age is a beautiful age, and I just think that we just should embrace that. So, but who knows, maybe someday my eye is going to be, drooping like this, and I really do need to have it fixed. So that's why I'm very neutral on it. It's just whatever makes you feel good. That's what I'm all about. That's what the blog is all about, and that's what this YouTube channel is all about. So enough about me. So thanks for tuning in as always. And if you do like this video, give me a thumbs up, or I guess it's one thumbs up. I always say two. Give me a thumbs up. Leave your comments below. I try to get back to everybody, but I do read everything, and I'm always so appreciative that you do, as I said, take the time to watch and to comment and to give me a thumbs up. So I'll see you on Sunday. Have a good weekend.